Live from Connecticut's news leader, this is NBC 30 News at 6.
A line of storms moving through Connecticut as you look live at the Weather Plus Doppler network. We're tracking a Weather Plus alert tonight. Good evening. I'm Lisa Carberg. The potentially dangerous weather is our top story tonight. Storms moved through West Hartford a short time ago, and you can see a lightning strike in the Elmwood section of town in these pictures just into NBC 30. Rainstorms, packing thunder, and gusts of wind are moving through the state. Meteorologist Garrett Argianis is here with more on this Weather Plus alert tonight. Garrett.
All right, Lisa, it is a quick but dangerous burst of rain, thunder, lightning, and gusty wind. On top of that, some hail is embedded in this line of storms. A very dark, threatening sky, which has been moving through the state over the past several hours. These dark clouds are producing a line of some dangerous showers and thunderstorms. Let's head to the maps now. We'll show you that line of storms moving through the northeast corner from about Thompson down just to the southeast of Storrs right now, and really the bottom part of this line is what is the most intense right now. You notice these purples and reds showing up on the Doppler right around Haddam, Moodus, and Colchester. It's right in this area where we are seeing some hail right now. Let's head to the maps. We'll show you the bigger picture right now. And the severe thunderstorm warnings remain up for Windham, for Middlesex and New London counties. That's through about 6:30 tonight. That's where we have those dangerous storms moving through. In western Connecticut, the sun has already come out. So it's a very brief area of rain with lightning coming through as well. Remember, lightning is very dangerous. So if you are in eastern Connecticut, stay inside until these storms pass. Now, notice off to the west, there are still a few more storms up around the Albany area, and a few more of these showers may push on through as we move on through the next few hours this evening. But this is the worst of the storms that are moving through the state right now with downpours, vivid lightning, winds that may gust as high as 50 miles per hour. We've had reports of some power outages and power hits in the Hartford area, also some hail. We'll stay on top of the situation, have another update coming up later on in the newscast. Lisa, back to you.
Thank you, Garrett. And Weather Plus is always on NBC30.com. You can get the most up-to-date satellite and radar images along with Garrett's forecast. And Garrett will be back with his complete 5-day forecast in about 15 minutes. Also tonight, a worker at a Wallingford energy plant is dead after something went horribly wrong. It happened early this morning at the Covanta plant on South Cherry Street in Wallingford. That's where NBC 30's Lauren Petty is tonight.
Lisa, the man was found dead by a co-worker inside the Covanta plant behind me. Now OSHA and Wallingford police are investigating how the man died. Wallingford police say the call came in around 6:40 Sunday morning that a man was found dead inside the Covanta plant. When police arrived, they say they found a white male in his 60s dead near the station where he worked. Covanta is a plant that turns trash into energy and then sells it to Connecticut Light and Power. Police say the man worked and was found dead near a doored chamber where the trash feeds into a furnace. Right now, police are not saying how the man died. An autopsy is scheduled for next week. Workers in the control room of the plant would not comment on the death at this point in time. And right now, police are not releasing the man's name nor the town he lived in until they've notified next of kin. Once again, OSHA was on the scene this morning during the investigation. Wallingford police tell us they'll have more information once an autopsy has been performed. In Wallingford, Lauren Petty, NBC 30 News.
And we checked the company's website for more information on the Covanta plant. It has been running since May of 1989. Covanta says the facility processes 420 tons of solid waste a day. That generates 11 megawatts of energy for Connecticut Light and Power. The facility serves about 200,000 people in Cheshire, Hamden, Meriden, North Haven, and Wallingford. A developing story out of Louisiana tonight. A gunman stormed a church this morning, killing 4 people. It happened at Sunday services in Baton Rouge. Police say 25-year-old Anthony Bell then abducted his wife and child. She was later found dead at a nearby apartment complex. He was taken into custody. Our NBC affiliate there talked to a man who said he's a relative of the suspected gunman.
My cousin's husband just went out and came there and killed him, shot him, then kidnapped her and killed her too.
Do you have any idea why? What was it going in his head? Did they had problems or?
I really don't know. That's very surprising to me. It just took me off guard. I really know.
This has got to just rip your heart out.
It does have my family gone. I just can pray for him.
The police chief says this is going to be one of the worst days in the history of Baton Rouge. NBC Nightly News with John Siegenthaler will have more on this developing story next. Still no arrest in the murder of a Milford woman. Detectives have spent the weekend collecting evidence in the death of 26-year-old Alexandra Duche. Her mother found her body Friday afternoon. Police are not officially saying how she died. Since there are no signs of forced entry, officers do not think the crime is random. People in the small town of Preston will head to the polls Tuesday to make a big decision on the proposed Utopia theme and movie studios. The $1.6 billion development has crossed several hurdles leading up to this referendum. Polls taken by 2 Eastern Connecticut newspapers show the project could pass, but by a small margin. They also revealed many undecided voters who could change those results. Doctors diagnosed even more cases of Lyme disease in Connecticut last year, and state health officials say it's because there are more animals around for deer ticks to feed on. The state reports 1,800 new cases of Lyme disease diagnosed in 2005. That is up 34% from the previous year. Connecticut has far more cases per capita than the rest of the country. Nationwide, there are 7 cases of Lyme disease per 100,000 people. Here in Connecticut, that number is 40 cases per 100,000. A New Haven tradition that has seen violence in the past went off without problems today. It was the annual Freddy Fixer Parade. Marchers made their way through the city streets. The parade draws people from all over. It was started with the idea of civic pride, getting people to clean up the community and then celebrate together.
And instead of us just killing and shooting one another, we would come together and love and help one another out, so that we can make this community one of respect and peace.
Like many people, Johnson has been coming for years, even marching as a child. This is the 44th year for the parade. The celebration includes other events as well, including a fashion show and a basketball game. Could it be the end of the line, the troubled future for a prize-winning horse after a horrible accident? The latest on Barbaro's condition coming up at 6. But first, an extra special graduation, a mother and son who got their diplomas together. And later, the words from Elton John that you won't hear on his next CD. Garrett.
Well, Lisa, we continue to track an area of strong to locally severe thunderstorms producing gusty wind and hail moving into Deep River, Jewett City, Norwich, Voluntown, and North Stonington in the next 30 minutes. My complete Weather Plus forecast breaks it all down. That's coming up.